Oh, surprise! It's not Friday.
It's not Friday, but we are live.
We are. So very live.
HOH showroom. Here with Paul. Say hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
And we're here to talk about Twins Roadkill. What's your favorite name for it, Paul?
It's my baby.
There you go. So Paul built this car, and amazing craftsmanship, and he's here to tell us a little bit about it. So start with the basics, Paul. First off, what is it, and what your model? And
It's a 1970 Roadrunner, and it drove in as a factory numbers matching car in February of 2014.
So your audience knows what that means, but there's like a few, uneducated people in your audience like me, and I don't know what that means. So what is number matching?
It's the engine. It's the original engine that came with the car.
Oh, okay.
The original transmission, it was a factory car. And
Wow.
Mark wanted a nice piece to put together for Good Guys. Mark Edens, the owner of the car. And I had 8 months to build this car.
wow.
From start to finish.
Now you did take this to Good Guys, right?
We did. We took it in October of 2014. And it was a feat. We started off shaving the drip rails and modifying the line. I don't like changing the looks of the car. The car was already a good looking car. We just modified everything on it to enhance it.
Yeah.
And then I took the side scoops and enhanced those, made them bigger. I took the back of the car and raised it 1 inch,
Man.
utilizing all the factory lines of the car,
Yeah.
but just making a subtle difference in it.
So Paul, just so people get an idea, just raising the back of it 1 inch. I mean, number one, it does wonders for the look of it, but how many hours are we talking about for that 1 inch?
Oh, probably 150.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring. So there is so much work that goes into these.
The bumpers, both the front and rear, have been shaved and cleaned. This used to be the rear backup lights, which were over here. And I sectioned them and moved them out so that we could use the exhaust.
And that's kind of hard to see, but that's the exhaust right there. That used to be the. You said this used to be the backup lights, burst lights.
Yeah, backup lights.
And then those dash lights that you put on there are so pretty. Are those an added thing, or was it always that color? Like in here where the instrument panel is and everything?
Well, the whole dash of the car has been handmade.
Okay.
The console of the car has been handmade. The whole inside the car has been fabricated out of metal. And then we use classic instruments gauges just to keep the car is kind of a boxy car. It's a square car.
Yeah.
So we went with the square style gauges.
And they just look badass.
And then Gordon Burt, he did all the leather work and everything, which is phenomenal.
Oh, and that red stitching with that black leather.
It's all French stitch. Everything is a French stitch.
So y'all did that here. We can do that.
Yes.
Too.
This whole car was made on the property. It did not leave the property for anything.
Love that. What's your favorite part of it? What are you most proud of when you look at this one?
Well, obviously the finished product, the way it drives is it's tremendous. I mean, you get on the highway and just drive it, and it gets crowded around you. People want to see it.
Oh, I would imagine. Yeah.
That's
But
like the
there's
opposite of when a state trooper goes down the road. Huh?
Obviously, I modified the hood
Yeah.
to fit the turbos.
What did these do? Did these help, like when you prop it open, or?
No, it holds it shut.
Oh, gotcha. Because it would.
The cowl originally stopped right around here, and it wasn't this tall. we went a step further and ran it through the windshield. That's
Oh,
real.
wow.
That's real glass. It took 4 windshields to get that done,
Wow.
but the cowl actually runs through the back of the dash.
Scott Robinson just gave you a compliment on the seats.
And so the twin turbos, hence the name twins, and just because it's sexy.
It is sexy. We smoothed out the firewall and the inner fender panels.
What's this? My bridesmaid's dresses were this color, lavender.
This is a factory Roadrunner horn.
Oh, I want to hear it. Are we going to get to hear it? I don't think the sound matches the car.
And it doesn't matter, it's a Roadrunner.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. I didn't clue into that. Beep, zip, bang.
You know, it's got the sound of a Roadrunner, but the engine of a Coyote. You like that? Say,
Yeah.
Oh, look
say
at
that. Say
that.
that.
The engine was been fully rebuilt with H-beam rods, forged pistons, the crank, everything was done. It was done right. This is a nice piece.
Oh, it's amazing.
It makes right at 700 horsepower on pump gas, but you can still drive it to the store if you wanted. You could drive it anywhere. You could go out of town with the car.
Yeah. So, Paul, what's the advantages of the twin turbo? I mean, is it just the added horsepower, or what's the main advantages of having twin turbos like that?
Obviously, it's horsepower. That's your first thing. That's the reason you spend the money, is to get horsepower out of it.
Yeah.
But the gain you have with it is drivability. You can drive the car just like you would any other car. You can get in it and start it up. We just moved the car. The car's been sitting here for 2 months, and we got in, turned the key, moved it. It'll do that every day. It doesn't overheat.
So
It's actually a rather simple car for what it is, but it's just a clean car that gets good looks and performs as well as it looks.
Yeah. So now, is this a custom grill?
No, that's a factory grill that everything has been blacked out on it. We even blacked out all the lights. We wanted a dark theme with the car.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised Hollywood hadn't rented this one. It looks like something out of a movie. Don't you think?
It does. The side marker lights, we blacked it out with, we take some clear and put some black toner in it, and we basically make a black candy. The wheels are one-off wheels. They're custom made for the car.
So is this like all on the spec sheet what he wanted it to look like, or did you get to kind of throw in your touch and your ideas for little things like that? And your
Mark picked out the wheels on his own. He really liked them. We drew them up here, and this is what he wanted. The car evolved. It wasn't intended to be like this when we started it, and it grew. And a lot of cars will, if you try to push something on the car, it doesn't work right, and you just keep going. We had a time frame. We had an 8-month time frame on this car, so we couldn't get really carried away. But we wanted to keep the class, keep the style.
Yeah.
Oh, it's spectacular. 5-star, Paul.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, before we end this, everybody wants to know: can we start it up?
We can. It's very quiet. We're indoors.
That's right. Hey, we're indoors. It's going to be loud either way.
All right.
It's really not that loud.
car.
Oh,
right
it
there.
is. It is awesome. Well,
Did you
Paul,
get the
thank you.
dash on the other side?
Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. Awesome. Well, Paul, thank you so much for walking us through Twins here and
Seriously,
Roadkill.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And man, just phenomenal work. You guys are artists. Something
this,
that
this is what it's all about. This is what makes our job fun here, is getting to do stuff like this. It's the owner, when we build his cars, he doesn't consider them his cars until we hand him the keys.
yeah,
So we get to treat it like it's our own, and it makes it a lot more personal.
And you've got the best looking resume of anybody in any industry.
Yeah.
You know, no boring piece of paper. This is just
It's amazing.
Speaks for itself. Yep.
it's
Next
amazing.
week we'll have the crown jewel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, stay
Okay.
tuned for next week, folks. And
Woo-hoo.
we might be coming at you on Thursday, might be coming at you on Friday. You never know. So stay tuned. And we will see you next week. And just to let you know, a little hint, it's a 1974. We're just going to keep everything else in our pockets for now. But again, Paul, thank you so much, man. And Facebook, we'll see you next week.
Adios. You got you some admirers. Beautiful, great job, really nice, sweet seats. You should be showing off what you do. You work your ass